Welcome everybody to my, sorry, I'm stuffing my face in candies. Sorry about that. Welcome everybody to my top 15 best anime movies. My name is Misty / Chronexia and I'm a hooker. I mean anime hooking, not the street pimpin' thing. I'm doing the cool one. I mean, it's kind of the same thing when you think about it. You meet me in a shady location, aka YouTube. I bring you to a secret hotel room, get you high on piano killing, and we spend some good time together. Air quote, watching anime. Close air quote. Normally you'd have up to an hour, but let's be honest, everybody's done in less than 15 minutes. So, how about that analogy? You ready to come back? Good. Many people requested that I do a top 10 best anime movies. I say screw it and jack it up to 15. However, I will have two major rules, so you need to follow them, okay? It's important. This is gonna be on the test, okay? We do not list anime movies spin-off from TV shows, no matter how good it is. Haruhi Suzumiya's movie? No. Strike that bitch out. Heaven's Lost Property movie? Nuh-uh. Cardcaptor the Void card? It's a really good movie, but I said no. Rule number 2. Nothing done by Miyazaki or Studio Ghibli. Because if I'd allow it, he would steal all the top of the chart. He's great, all he does is awesome. I'd suck his if I could. There, you happy? Can we get to the part where I show you my new things? Cool. Number 15, Brave Story. Brave Story is an almost 2-hour-long movie made by Gonzo. It depicts the life of an 11-year-old, soon-to-be orphan. His father left and his mother became ill, so to change his fate he decided to embark on a journey with some comrades to meet the goddess of destiny and change this mistaken fate. Sounds appealing?
夜遊びでもしたんじゃないの？宿題やってたんだよ。してきます。急げ渡る。ごめんかっちゃん。もしかしてあれ見ちゃったから眠れなかったか？そうだけど違うって。僕が見たのは普通の子供だよ。そいつがでっかい扉の中にさ。いいな。渡るは幽霊が見れて。
Number 14, Children Who Chase Lost Voices, or by its Japanese title, Hoshi wo ho Kodomo. This is another 2-hour-long movie, which is going to be a hit-or-miss scenario. The story can be resumed pretty much like this. You have this girl called Asuna, not the Sword Art Online girl, that's somebody else, anyway, who gets thrown in an adventure to a lost land. She gets attacked by a strange creature, and you know, stuff happens. Ain't gonna tell you the whole story now. Though it's all about fantasy and adventure, so if it's your cup of tea, you'll like this. Number 13, Tsumiki no Ie, or La Maison Petit Cube. Yeah, the English title is less used than the French title. This is a movie that is extremely peculiar. This movie is 12 minutes long. Yes, you heard me, 12. It does not have the art style you are typically accustomed to, with the big eyes and the kawaii desu ka ne? Whatever. This is a movie for the soul. You can find the full movie on YouTube. It is short, it got no dialogue, only music, and it's all it needs. It's a movie with some deep hidden background, so if you like to scratch your head, this is a definite must-see. Plus, it's really short, so no reason to skip it. Number 12, 5 centimeters per second. This is yet another peculiar movie. While it is over an hour long, you'll notice that this movie will be split in 3 segments. The first segment being extremely moving. I am particularly astonished by the art. When I saw it, I could have sworn some of the scenes were filmed, seeing how accurate every little detail matched the ambience. It is truly a piece to behold that I highly recommend.
Sumida, you heading home now?
Yeah. You too, Tono?
Uh-huh. Wanna head back together?
If I was a dog, my tail would have been wagging.
Number 11, Perfect Blue. Okay, so I've been giving some pretty soft moving titles since the beginning of this list. But this bad boy, oh lord, if you like twisted psychological work, this is a masterpiece for you. This movie came out in 1998, and the movie's about 1 hour 20, nothing too long, but everything plays nicely. Number 10, Colorful Movie. Yes, that is the most generic title they could get. I know. And the funny thing is that there's also a series called Colorful, but that's something else. I'll grant you, this movie is pretty hard to come by, but if you manage to find it, you should be rather pleased with the result. This movie came out in 2010, and it's a little above 2 hours long. The story is about a spirit trying to remember the sin he committed, so this may be alongside your taste or not, but you'll really notice when you watch it by yourself. Number 9, The Place Promised in Our Early Days. This movie is a dramatic romance set in a military sci-fi ambience. It's like a bunch of genre mashed all together, but it's exactly 1 hour and a half, and despite having a slow start, this movie picks up quite nicely. The movie involves a lot of hidden spiritual message. However, if you're a sucker for the art, you'll be soon marveled by its capacity, the lighting and the shading. It's always top-notch, man. You can't go wrong with this. Number 8, Sword of the Stranger. This movie is set in the historical Sengoku period, which is around the 1500s. Normally, I am not one to be fond of these historical stories. However, I did choose to give it a shot nonetheless, and since it seemed overall appealing, and boy am I glad I stick to my gut this time. If you like Samurai Show and you haven't seen this baby yet, make sure to jump on it. It has some pretty kick-ass battles. Number 7, Summer Wars. 2 hours long movie, came out in 2009. Now normally I assume that people viewing my videos are usually watching anime or movies alone. So I'm throwing this movie in the lot. It is a great family gatherer, so if you have children, this is fun for the whole family. The story is slightly set between comedy and sci-fi, and it follows the life of a mad genius tagging along with his crush to get a summer job. It's a real fun movie.
Well, thanks then. How come you're hanging out all the way over here?
Anna, get back here! You're all wet, silly buns!
I didn't see anything, I swear!
I'm done with the tub. It's all yours.
No, I'm good. I'm, clean still.
Twin ceramic rotor drives on each wheel. Let's see, and these are computer-controlled anti-lock brakes. Huh, 200 horses at 12,000 RPM.
You want to ride it, Tetsuo?
All right, let's hit it!
I customized that bike for myself. It's too wild. You couldn't handle it.
And on the complete opposite, you have number 6, Akira. Now this one I don't recommend for family. Akira is a plain badass mofo that is all about destruction. Kick-ass fight scene, apocalyptic world. Normally people have heard about this movie when you mention anime movies, but I'll give it an honorable mention anyway. It came out in 1988 and lasts for about 2 hours. The story follows the life of Tetsuo, a gang member, and he gets psychic powers. And then the military gets involved. It's truly kick-ass. Number 5, Kara no Kyokai. Okay, I once mentioned Garden of Sinners in my top 10 horror, but it needs yet another mention. There is 10 movies of this bad boy. The art is absolutely jaw-taking. I mean, it will literally take off your jaw and chuck it the hell to Mercury. And the story is pretty damn intriguing as well, so if you like action, mystery, and thriller, you'll be rather pleased with this series of movies.
そうですか。でも香りと葉山からは聞けなかった。あなたにとっての真実は事件後に生まれた生徒たちの噂話でしかない。あなたは全て後付けなの。
Number 4, Into the Forest of Fireflies Light. This movie is really touching. It's fairly short with only 45 minutes on the clock, and it came out in 2011, so it's pretty recent. The story revolves around a little girl named Hotaru who finds an enchanted forest where apparition happens. She will meet Gin but will not be able to touch him, thinking he will disappear if she does so. It is a really heartwarming story for those who enjoy character development and bonding.
すまない。お前、人間の子供だろ。俺は人間に触れられると消えてしまう。
人間にって、お兄さんは人間じゃないの？
この森に住むものだ。
え？じゃあ、妖怪さん？でも、消えるってどういうこと？
Number 3, Gardens of Words. Okay, now we enter in the top 3 of this list, so if you watch this video entirely and you haven't seen any of the top 3 here, I highly suggest you pick one of them, if not all 3 of them, and get to it, because if you ever need to see some anime movies, it has to be one of those 3. Garden of Words is a 46-minute long romance story, came out in 2013, but it has the best art I have ever laid eyes in anime, all category. Now you look at this clip playing and tell me it's not actually melting your brain, and I will call you either a liar or a poor soul with salty taste.
でもこの人、どこかで。
どうぞ。
あ、すいません。どこかでお会いしましたっけ？
Number 2, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. This movie has to be my all-time favorite. I'm a real sucker for time travel, and when it's done right, it literally gives me a boner. Well, not physically, metaphorically. Well, maybe physically too. Anyway, if you love amazing plots spread over an hour and a half of pure enjoyment, this is a definite must not skip. I kid you not, it's worth your investment. This movie came out in 2006, and it's still at the top of the chart almost 10 years later, so you should definitely make room in your agenda.
まさかとは思うけど、死ぬんだ。今日で最後なんだ。こんなことになるなら、もっと早く起きたのに。寝坊なんかしないし、遅刻もしない。天ぷらももっとうまく揚げる。バカな男子にぶつかられたりしない。
And finally, the best anime movie of all time is Wolf Children. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm wrong when I say Wolf Children is the anime movie to watch. This is a plain and simple 2-hour-long fantasy and a slice of life that came out in the summer of 2012. Just like number 7, this is a great movie for the whole family. I have not met a single soul disliking this movie because it's really well made. Even if you don't like the story, the art is just so... The voice acting is top-notch and the character bond and development, you truly could not hope for anything better, really. So please do make sure to check it out.
What's gotten into you? Stop it!
So is 15 okay? 15 anime movies to watch? I know they're shorter than a whole season of anime shows, but considering there's 10 Kara no Kyokai, that gives you a total of 25 movies to check out, which you should, because they good. But now back to the main.
So you think you can send a Yuda viewer inside our lair and record footage of our base? I'll gladly give it to you, along with what's left of your precious Yuda viewer.
Who's this? Maybe Father Martin's man. Maybe. He looks nervous. I would like to kill him. As would I. The preacher asked us not to. It would be impolite. Not here. We give him a running start. There's an idea. And when we kill him, we kill him slow. Such patience. I want his tongue and liver. They are yours.